What's up? What's up? You know who it is. Back again. You know who it is. It's Big Hendo. Hendo Unplugged, man. I got my dog in the building. You know who it is.
We are here.
What's going on, my dog? What's going on with you, man?
I'm cooling, bro. Can't complain.
Man, so much to talk about today. So much to talk about, man. So much is going on, man. As you know, that we try to discuss the hot topics of whatever's going on in hip hop culture, you know, the rap culture. So we like to, jump on it, man. You know, but like I say, man, please like, comment, subscribe. We need your support, man. New channel, you know what I'm saying? Please like, comment, subscribe, up, down, left, right, wherever it is. Man, we appreciate you guys for everything that you guys are doing, for sure, man. But hey, man, let's get to it, man. We got so much to talk about, man.
Yeah, we got a lot to dive into, man.
You know what I want to start off with, bro?
What you want to start off with?
I want to start off with this whole this RICO case.
Let's go into that, man.
Ooh, there's so many layers. You know, before we even start, man, so let's give a little context of what's going on right now. Big U was picked up on a RICO charge and multiple charges. This is one of them with the Rolling 60 Crips. What's a big Bricc baby? Big baby. Bricc baby was picked up. Luce Cannon was picked up, and some various other Rolling 60 Crips, part of the organization was picked up, and now they're fighting some RICO charges. A lot of the information is still coming out right now, you know what I mean? So we're kind of getting the information. It just happened. What's the second day it just happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's still fresh, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, a lot going on right now. Big U came out and said before he went to jail, he made like a video, and he was saying like, hey man, like all this stuff stems from Whack 100 and people on the internet, entertaining this and spreading all the information out and talking too much on the internet and defaming his name and saying all this crazy stuff. Now I was just reading a good little article right now via the Thizzler. I see that on the Thizzler right now, and they're saying like 30 to 40% of the stuff is in that RICO charge comes from podcasting and other beefs on the internet.
I can see that.
That's wild.
Niggas is they talking too much, bro. They talking too much, and I know they talking too much because even like some other celebrities in the game, I would say like that. Mm-hmm. Even they kind of like chilled out on some of the shit that they would say. Like, you ain't hear Boosie talking too much about street politics no more. No, he just ass, having fun. Even Terrence Gaines the Williams, like even what I'm saying, he even like like, I'm not gonna speak too much on certain shit, and it's like that's kind of how you gotta be, how you gotta move, because as you can see, the feds really be listening. They be listening, bro. They be listening, and people be indicting themselves, man. They really be indicting themselves, and then like everybody be like commenting on certain shit and talking about certain shit. They had a post, I believe it was a post going back and forth talking about the Dirk and NBA YoungBoy, mm-hmm. like who really won that rap beef, and they was talking about like who really caught bodies and shit like that, and people like, well, what body did NBA YoungBoy catch, and this and this and this, and it's like, bro, y'all really talking about this and naming names. Right. Off of speculation, because half you niggas ain't even from where they from. You know what I'm saying? And you really just like naming shit like people ain't gonna go back and look at this shit. People ain't gonna go back and look at this. So,
the crazy part about it is like when I was coming up, man, this is like a new era. You know what I mean? And the crazy part that blows my mind is a lot of people are talking as older folks. You know what I'm saying? Like they should have known better. And like in my era, you don't talk like that, man. You don't. Even on the telephone, bro, you don't talk like that.
I mean, it gave people a platform to tell stories. And I understand, like, you want to speak about your politics and what's going on to make your hood or your area seem like it's the hardest, the roughest, the toughest. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But, like, I know, like, when we talk about, like, old stuff. Like, we'll go back and talk about, oh, yeah, you remember this and this and this and this. A lot of, like, the New Orleans podcasts I do listen to, they talking about like, oh yeah, what happened at the car wash, or what happened with this people, what happened with this person, Killer Stone, and all that shit like that. It's like that shit that's like dead and gone, but still like, ooh, dang, that's some crazy stories.
Right.
These niggas talking about shit that these people talk about things that happened yesterday. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday. Like, oh yeah, that's why your homeboy got packed out. You know what I'm saying? And the East Coast came and East Coast Crips came and beat up these dudes, and isn't this yesterday? And then the police is like, oh yeah, well thanks, you just solved the crime for us.
Right.
We get to go, now we're gonna go see what happened. You know, like that's crazy. That's crazy. They speaking on too many recent events, and I think that they need to be held accountable too.
Absolutely.
100%.
You know, it's crazy. Like, I just did a podcast last week, you know what I mean? And, you know, I did a podcast with a controversial figure here in San Diego who's really known for talking and whatnot. He don't really talk. He just says a lot of crazy stuff in his raps. He's like a drill rapper, you know what I mean? And people wanted me to ask these crazy questions, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know, it could indict people or let alone it could kill somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, with me, I'm not going to ask these questions. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want that on my conscience. And like, at the same time, I don't want to be indicted on something. Me just giving out people information. Yeah, so I think it's our responsibility as well as podcasters. You know what I mean? You're over here asking questions for your entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But you don't understand the effect it will have on these other people, their lives and their livelihood and other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but Adam was, especially at No Jumper, Adam be asking, who did you drill on to make this song?
Right.
Who did you do this and this with? I'm like, dang, it's the same as Vlad. You know, they would be asking questions that could really get people indicted. And I'm like, you got to be careful with that. The only thing that, like I said before, just to go back to like the history of like, example, the check-ins and all that kind of stuff like that with like Neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Like Neighborhood, they're one of the biggest black gangs in LA and one of the biggest black gangs in America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think like the biggest that came from LA would be like the Brims is everywhere, Power Rules is everywhere, 5'9" is everywhere, Hoovers is everywhere, Neighborhood is everywhere, and they got a lot of grapes. Those are the main hoods that really like stick out. And with it being like that, now we talking about how far down does this go? Mm-hmm. How many people does this touch? Is it going to get to mind people? A lot of rappers and football players and entertainers in general is from 60s. Like you got your little babies that's 60s, you know, saying stuff like, you know, Janae, individuals like that.
Janae Aiko?
Janae, yeah, but
yeah,
a lot of times the women stay out the way.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the ones that really have to like come check in, need help with certain stuff, like the whole situation with Adrian Broner,
yeah.
The whole situation with that, and they had to go to Big U and be like, hey, you know, this dude did some whoop-de-woo, you know, send them people, you know what I'm saying? And supposedly, you know, that took place or whatever the case may be, but there's multiple different stories about that.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that story though? Let me get in context what you're talking about. So what happened was, in the indictment, they're saying Adrian Broner was you know, having these very high level dice games. So they're betting, you know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars on these dice games. And what happened was he would invite all these NBA players, and they were doing these dice games. And then Adrian Broner was having fake dice, so he was winning all these. He was scamming these people. Him and his homeboys were scamming these people with these dice. And what happened was they got privy to it. They caught wind of it. Then since a lot of these celebrities was connected with Big U, of course he had to go check Adrian Broner. He kind of extorted him and shit like that to get his money back.
Yeah, because a lot of them was affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them is affiliated. A lot of them. That's the whole point of like checking. You check in for your protection on certain things. That's the whole point of checking. You know what I'm saying? When people come, and I'll never forget the Rich Homie Quan story. Rich Homie Quan, he said he came to LA. The limo picked him up, supposed to be taking him to to his hotel, dropped him off at Crenshaw High School at football practice, and Big U was out there. And he was like, man, Big U knew his flight information and everything. So he was just like, dang. But all Big U wanted him to do is talk to the kids. If you're going to come out here, you know, make yourself useful. That's where my whole thing of, yes, there could be some other things taking place or whatever, but he held the community accountable. And I think, like, that's where you kind of get into that's not his job to do so, whatever the case may be. But a lot of times he wanted people to give back. And that's the thing that we talk about San Diego, where you get rappers on here and they talk about San Diego just let rappers come, take their money and just leave. Mm-hmm. Well, like, they don't do that. Like, if you come out here and you make money out of LA, then you have to like give back in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. And I feel like that shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But they're making it a problem.
See, that's the thing, man. There's so many layers to this, because allegedly he was doing a lot of things. He was extorting people too as well. Like, you can go back to the whole Nipsey Hussle story. You know what I mean? Like, he signed Nipsey Hussle. I guess he owned Nipsey Hussle pretty much when his label deal, and he was giving, I think they said 30%. Nipsey gave him 30% whatever he made from his records.
Yeah, there was a lot of that, but then there was a lot of like they reposting all his old clips and stories about like the people who were shooting the movie in their area, and he stopped the whole movie production. And he was like, hey, like, if y'all want to shoot out here, y'all got to give something back.
Yeah. And
that's what they did. And so it's just like, I don't know. I feel like who like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of like, what about it? Because like, why would you not, if that's your area? And I understand people like, well, they don't own that. They don't own it. I understand that. But the whole point of the whole like gang culture was to begin with was, this is my area. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to protect this area. And like I said, he held them accountable. He held people accountable.
Bro, it can go back and forth. Like, I agree.
It can go back and forth. It can go back and forth with different things. Yeah. But at the same time, this is your area. You ain't gonna let nobody come in the studio and just do whatever they want.
Yeah, but there's other things like they're saying. Like I said, this is all allegedly. I don't know a lot of this stuff. They're saying like he's extorted a lot of the businesses in that area. Like, hey, if you want a business, that's mafia shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what they do to protect the business. But that's like I said, y'all want to be the part of the 30 or 40%. But that's what most gangs do. Like, I understand, like, so you're in San Diego,
right?
So I know San Diego don't really move like that,
right?
But anybody that's familiar with LA gang culture, that's kind of what happens. You know what I'm saying?
So like us, we're both businessmen. We got our own business. You know what I'm saying? So can you imagine somebody coming to me and saying, hey, they're gonna take a percentage of my sales because I'm doing business in this area? Like for you, like somebody comes to LP and say, hey man, I'm gonna take a percentage of your sales just because we're a gang and you're doing business in my area, bro. That's crazy, bro. Absolutely not. I couldn't have.
I wanted to open a restaurant in Inglewood. Mm-hmm. We had to talk to the mayor, and we had to talk to certain other people too.
Yeah.
Part of the thing was negotiated. Y'all could eat for free.
Really?
certain individuals. Yeah, I got y'all. That's cool.
Politicians? You're saying?
Something like that. I'm not gonna say too much.
Hey, we ain't gonna say too much because we ain't want to reciprocate what's going on.
Something like that.
Damn.
But
you kind of right, man. America's ran like that.
Not gonna say too much again. But I know a certain individual that want to open a restaurant in Tulum. Mm-hmm. And part of the tax was the cartel.
I can see that. I mean, in Tulum, I can see that.
No difference. There's no difference. Only big difference is Mexico allowed it.
Interesting.
So.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see that. Once you start dig into business, especially like you start digging into corporations and stuff like that, it gets very political like that for sure. You know what I mean?
But a lot of times, like it depends on what certain individuals ask for. If certain individuals come in and they be like, "Oh yeah," a lot of times it's like, "Oh yeah, well, you want this and this and this to be protected, or you want this and this to be blase." For example, I remember we wanted to do LP on Slauson. Mm-hmm. We wanted to do LP on Slauson. And I was just like, I don't know if that's like the best idea because I knew what came with that. So I know that there's like a thing with that, but it depends on what that certain area what they try to prove. You know what I'm saying? If we become successful and we boom, and they can see as getting like, oh, well, we can make this real bad for you if you don't pay a certain amount of money, then I understand. You know what I'm saying? But the whole situation, like I said, in Inglewood, it wasn't nothing like that. It was more so like, oh, y'all popping. We appreciate you bringing business here. You know what I'm saying? Like me and so-and-so and so-and-so, we want to, you know. I'm like, yeah, y'all could come here and eat, you know, whenever y'all want. It's cool because you're not taking no money out of us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you probably bringing me business too.
Yeah, and we're definitely gonna get business off of who these individuals was. We'll get business like a mud.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
And that's like a trade off.
Yeah.
For certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're speaking in that whole like culture of what that is. So I understand when they say like, because a lot of times when people say extortion, they think like, oh, you have to pay people to be around, or they take money from you, or whatever the case may be. And I mean, like I said, everybody do different things. I mean, Chris Brown got the Pyrus with him. I mean, does Chris Brown pay them? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Soulja Boy the same thing. You know, so does Soulja Boy pay the fruit top niggas? I mean, I don't know. You know, but it's just like,
I don't know, man. Like I said, you can go back and forth with it. But I definitely understand that perspective.
Everybody does it, but everybody also wants you to pour in. When Kevin Gates and NBA YoungBoy did the video in the Jordan Downs, all the grapes wanted was, man, pour back into the community.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's literally what people want. So that's what people do. All right, we're gonna pour back into the community.
Yeah. But it's a lot of things too. There's a lot of things. They're saying like also allegedly he was it a rapper, a football player? It was a football player that that you know, allegedly he has some DNA prints on a football player that you know that went missing. That was murdered. You know what I'm saying? So they're tying him back to that too as well. That's a lot, bro. He has a lot.
Yeah, it is.
He got a lot.
It is a lot. It
you
is
know what I'm saying?
But I just wonder how deep will it really go? Because like I said, when it comes, I know when it comes to neighborhood, like they run deep. I remember they had stories. They had stories that fucking Lindell White used to say of like they'll be like after the game, they'll all be like they all be outside, like they'll be at the USC games. Stuff like you know what I'm saying, right? Like, oh yeah, turn up, yeah, oh yeah, we got y'all with this and this and this. What y'all want? Like they'll be high. It was like, oh yeah, we'll after the game we'll go get high. Da, 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 da. I'm like, dang, like. So I know like it runs deep. It runs deep.
Then this whole Whack 100 thing too as well. That's another subject. You know what I mean? Like I used to be entertained by him, but his whole thing is kind of annoying me now. So I don't really listen to him as much anymore. Like, 'cause I feel like it's people, this entertainment shit, man. You know, this telling your business for entertainment. It doesn't sit well with me. I'm just not that type of person that listen to that or be around that. And I don't want to know people's business anyways. But he's becoming really famous.
He is, and it depends on certain stuff too. Because like I said, I like to listen to different people's podcasts. In different cities, all different type of people. Yeah. Like I like to listen to certain ones in New Orleans just because they have certain people on that we know, if you know type thing. And it's like, dang, we know like, oh yeah, he telling this story. I remember that. That's true. That's what he's saying is real facts. You know what I'm saying? But then once you start breaking away from the real facts and you start getting into like, I'm doing this for fame, almost like Charleston White was going to lead to the next topic. Right. But when you start breaking into that where you get individuals that I'm just saying something just to say something to stay relevant on the internet, that's when you kind of get to like, all right, this is kind of corny. Yeah.
Appreciate your like. You know, somebody like the stream. Appreciate you. So let's talk about that. Charleston White, a new video resurfaced of him snitching on a friend. I want to give you a backstory too, so because I heard some new things about that too. I listened to Charleston White, but he was on stand when he was 16 years old. What happened was, I guess they went to a store and they was robbing the store. They was taking some jackets and some guy jumped in front of the car, on top of the car, and he, you know, pounded on the glass. Hey, put the jackets back. Put the jackets back. And the guy who he's with pulled a gun out and shot the dude. I guess the dude was running because he shot him in the back. So Charleston White was on stand for attempted murder, and he snitched on his homeboy. And I guess he got lesser time, but he still went to jail though. But so Charleston White said, You know, I was watching one of the interviews, and he was saying that, you know, he wasn't cool with old boy like that. You know what I'm saying? And he said he was a good kid, and old boy kind of made him go with him. So he said he didn't want to be there, allegedly. That's, you know what I'm saying? So he snitched on him for sure. So then we just tell me what you think about that. Then I give you one other opinions on Charleston White too as well. But I break it down in sections because it's a lot with Charleston White. So what do you think about that?
If that's the case with Charleston White, I say this all the time. Stop doing stuff with civilians. Like I feel like people, we really need to like break down like what is the definition between like a street dude and a civilian, because like you taking civilians on drills, that civilian is the first one to most likely snitch.
Right.
If he didn't want to be there and he really wasn't that cool with him, of course he's going to tell.
Right.
I don't really know you. I'm not going down for you. I'm not going to do jail time for you. You know, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? That to me, that's just one of the biggest things. That's just one of the biggest things. And I just feel like know who you're with. Like just know who you're around. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, because I know that man, in the water, that was our biggest thing. Like we didn't have gangs. Right. And our biggest thing was like every man for themselves. So if you know it's every man for themselves, and all you do, we surround ourselves by like family, like relatives, like my brother, my cousin, stuff like that. But if it's every man for themselves, I'm not gonna expect the next man to take no L from me.
Right.
Like most of the time, like, and people be like, dang, you know, the New Orleans murder rate is high as hell, like every year. A lot of times that's individuals that do individual stuff.
Right.
Like we don't have no groups. Like that's individuals. You know what I'm saying? And if that individual get caught, then that individual get caught on his own terms. You know what I'm saying? Or if, you know, whatever, whoop-de-woo. But because a lot of people don't trust. I'm not trusting this man to we do something and stuff, and then we're both being a terror. I'm not gonna trust this man. Absolutely not. I gotta off him. Like he gotta go. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And that's the nature of my city. I don't know about everybody else's, but like that's how it is. If I do something with you, and me and you is cool, but we not cool like that, and then we both get caught, we both looking at 20, 30 years, whatever the case may be, life, even, whatever, I'm like, I gotta off you because I feel like you gonna rat on me. I gotta get you hit.
If we ain't like family,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
you gonna take 30 years of your life?
Rush.
For
man,
what?
Look, man, I feel like this man gonna rat on me, bro. Like I gotta get, like he gotta go. Like straight up, like he gotta go. But
Charleston White, man, there's some things I like about him, man. When I listened to him on what podcast was that? The football player. What's his old boy name? Cam Newton. Bro, that shit touched me. That podcast, he's a dude. He knows how to articulate himself very well. And it touched me, the message that he was giving out during that interview. But the antics is wild, bro. But I understand the antics. The antics are like you said, to get attention and, you know, to get your eyes. Then he delivered. A lot of times I feel like he delivers a positive message after he gives those antics. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he do for the most part. It's just his initial reactions just be like, bro, I don't like this dude. Right. It's his like, how he comes across initially. I remember when he said something about NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy told him, he said he thought NBA Youngboy was gonna come at him and all rah. He said, "You probably right, but I don't know because all the older people around me failed me." Charleston White looked down Charleston White and said, "Man, I never said nothing to NBA Youngboy after that." That's deep.
He was like, I mean,
that's deep.
So it's like certain things is like, yeah, then certain things you're like nah. Like back to
Gilly's kid. Like you did this. Bro, that was wild. When you talking about Gilly, better yet, Gilly kid's Little Ronnie. Yeah. But listen, but wait, I can see. I know it sounds crazy.
You see where you're coming from.
I can kind of see where he's coming from. Like a lot of sometimes when he's talking crazy, he has some like a half of a reason to talk that crazy.
But you just got done saying how well he articulated himself, so he should do that the whole time.
Facts.
He doesn't. But I think it's a reason. It's to grab.
Yes.
It's to grab people.
It's intentional.
It's intentional. Yeah. 100%. Because that's how he stays relevant.
Right.
By saying some wild stuff, and then it's like clickbaity
Right.
almost. And then he
100%.
goes back and then he explains it.
100%.
Yeah.
Like how you said, Little Ronnie. He said, "Hey man," who was saying, "F that little girl." You know what I'm saying? I was like, my emotions immediately is gonna be like what the heck? You know what I mean? Why are you saying that crazy thing about this little kid? This little kid was innocent. Then he follows up and says, "Hey, you know what? I'm from this neighborhood. He brought a lot of violence in this neighborhood. His raps and the people he raps with brung violence and killed many, a lot of people. A lot of people in that neighborhood. And before him, we didn't have this high murder rate. So his music contributed to a lot of violence and death in this neighborhood." I can understand that.
You can. But that don't have nothing to do with the little girl, but he had to use the little girl to grab you in.
100%.
Yeah. No,
100%.
But that's not cool because you can't articulate it.
100%.
But like I said,
but we ain't gonna listen though.
It's
Q.
a business. I know.
We're not gonna listen.
I know. It's a business.
We're not gonna listen.
This is business tactics.
If he says it in a regular way, like a regular just monotone voice, and is articulating himself and it be all positive, we won't listen to him.
But it's the character that he created. Also, he created that kind of character.
He has to
be the bad guy.
He has to though, Q, because he even said it. He said it before too. He said, when I was talking positive, y'all didn't listen to me. I got to say this crazy stuff for you guys to listen to me. And then it's follow back to No Jumper. This is the reason why No Jumper is popping right now. We can say, "Oh, Adam 22, don't ask these questions." Last week, because I didn't ask these questions, they were mad at me because I didn't ask these questions. But you hate Adam 22 when he asks these questions to the people, because that's what people want. They want to be entertained off your demise.
They do, but that's also that's what they built over there at No Jumper. They built that. They built that, and you can see now it's kind of. Now it's a little different because now they're getting like a lot of Southern rappers on there.
Yeah, right.
It's a little different. Like it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ain't about to pack nothing out. They're gonna shoot that mug up.
It's different. It's a different lifestyle.
It's a different lifestyle. So I was watching what the interview, a little bit of the interview he had with the Memphis dude. I forgot who it was, but I think it was Big 30.
Okay.
But it wasn't nowhere near as aggressive as how he be talking to them Cali cats.
Bro.
It was nowhere near aggressive. Nowhere near aggressive.
I didn't see that one.
Nowhere near aggressive. And I'm just like, bro, like you, like I said, like it's different.
Right.
But back to what you're saying, it's how they go about it. He has to, because that's what he built, and that's what's going to get people to like listen. Like, oh man, he asked him that. Oh, I got to go back and hear it.
Yep.
Or he said that. I got to go back and listen to it.
100%.
And that's how it is.
That's what it did me. That's what it did me. People's upset because I ain't ask these questions that get these dudes killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I ain't gonna say get killed, but I'm just saying I didn't ask these controversial questions that'll cause problem in the city.
But then
what would happen was, if I would have asked those questions, then shit could have went down. Then all these kids could have got, you know, X'd out or something like that. Then it would all stem from me asking these stupid questions to these kids.
Yeah, but that's because it was who you interviewed. It was him.
Right.
Because then when you think about Community and back on Fig, they just jokes and talk crap. Like they don't have to ask those or have to be that way or ask those type of questions, and they're still successful.
You think so?
Yeah.
Back on Fig?
Back on Fig,
they ask controversial questions. They talk about, you know, game politics and stuff like that.
They talk about game politics as far as like their own, because it's their own people.
Right.
Like Adam had Hoover's neighborhoods, power rules all together, politicking, and they don't like each other.
Right.
Back on Fig, like they're not about to bring no dude that got Hoover Killer written on his head back on Fig.
Right,
like,
right.
That's not about to happen. It's people who they're comfortable with and people that they mostly know, and then they're gonna joke and talk little crap and this about certain things. You know what I'm saying? But even so, they talk about a lot of past stuff. Mm-hmm. They're not talking about like X, Y, and Z like that. Like I feel like they're a little bit more, you know. And they're still successful without having to do all that. And that's what people started. What rapper was it? I forgot his name. Dang, I forgot his name.
So question. So you say they're successful, but they're not on the same success as No Jumper. I feel like there's
No Jumper isn't that successful no more. No Jumper fell off. But
you think so?
No Jumper, man. No Jumper been fell off, man.
Damn.
No Jumper been fell off. But I forgot who. I think it's something Martin. Harshawn Martin. Anyway, when he had that big letter to Adam and talked about like you talked about like our politics. You extort us. You put you put all that stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for entertainment and people are getting hurt by it. Like you don't have to run like that. But that's what he was doing. He didn't care. He was putting BDs and GDs together. He was putting BDs in 60s and 60s and Parus and this and this and this and this, and known hoods that don't like each other. He would get individuals and he would have them on the podcast, and then he would ask them questions in front of people.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting right in front of this dude and you're saying like, yeah, so when's the last time you
ran a drill on him?
He ran a drill on someone from neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro. Why would you ask me this question in front of this dude, man?
Yeah.
Like why would you ask me this? You know, so yeah, it's just stuff like that. That's what I mean. Like you don't see that on the other podcasts. They don't have to do that.
100%.
He had to do that.
I agree with that. But now, I feel like it's gonna hurt No Jumper for sure. Because now,
No Jumper was already getting hurt because a lot of LA cats left.
Yeah.
A lot of them didn't want to do. The one dude from 40s, ain't he arrested? He got arrested or something? I don't know, but I don't really see him on there no more.
Yeah, he did get arrested. You talking about oh yeah, he got arrested.
Bricc Baby left.
Bricc was in jail.
Yeah, well, who else he had? Like who else they had? The one dude, I forgot his name. AD been gone.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, they didn't have nobody else. They had the Mexican cat that talked bad to women, and he's
Come on, Sharp.
Yeah,
he's Sharp from Dago now.
Yeah. So it's like
AD. I think AD was the best thing for No Jumper, man. AD was the best thing, man. I think Adam messed up when AD left. When AD left, I think that was
AD helped made it.
Yeah.
But it's
shout
just
to AD, man.
It is like who can he run to? Who do you have? Who do you have now?
Now he got that X, was it? They're not X4. What's the old boy that be fighting in jail? What's his name? Extra?
Yeah, he got extra. Four extra. Yeah,
4 extra.
He's
in jail.
He's in jail.
Ooh.
So I'm just like, you gotta run back to the pot and pick somebody else and grab somebody else. Like who?
Bricc Baby. Yeah, a lot of them were gone.
Nah.
EBK Jaaybo.
Yeah,
EBK Jaaybo.
Probably who he gonna grab next. Come on, Jaaybo. Come on.
Man, Jaaybo crazy right now. So EBK Jaaybo released from jail yesterday.
He said he the king of the crash outs.
That's what he said? Wow. Jaaybo, come on. I just want to give a message, man, live, bro. Jaaybo, stay out of jail, bro. Stay out of jail, man. Find some people that's around you to go. I don't think it's gonna happen to Q. Yeah. It ain't gonna happen.
He ain't gonna stay out of jail?
Nah. Because let me tell you why. When you first got out of jail, bro, the first thing he did, bro, about 30 minutes after he got out of jail, he went to his Instagram. He said, "Hey man, go listen to my song," and he got the F Everybody. You know that new song he just dropped. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to push that song really hard. I was like, bro, he back on that. He back on that stuff. He back on it. He want to crash out, man. I think that clout, man, that attention that they get from it. And like I said, people, they love it, man. I know people be talking about Adam. Bro. They like that. They like that drama.
It's a drug.
Even me, I posted a couple of crazy things and people like it. The numbers is going.
Yeah, because people love negativity.
They love negativity.
Negativity is always going to sell way harder than positive messages.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's young, man. He's doing some crazy stuff, bro. He's putting in his music. People liking it. The people around him are surrounding him, and they're edging him on. You know what I mean? Pushing him to do more crazy stuff. He's making a lot of money. He feels unstoppable. But hey, bro, we know how this is gonna end, bro. 2 ways.
I still like his flow, man. Even though you said, I still like his flow, man. I like his flow enough to think that he can evolve.
You think he can evolve?
He can evolve. I like his flow enough. How can he evolve?
Yes. How, Q?
He has to mentally evolve first.
He has to find him. He has to be around other people or other environment to evolve?
He do.
Who's he gonna be around, Q?
But I first of all, if Stunner Girl loved him how she out here, maybe Stunner Girl got to tell her something. I don't know. Maybe Stunner Girl got to say, baby, you know, maybe it's best that you start making like, you know, other different type of songs. I don't like.
No, she's there because she like that gangster.
Yeah, but
that's why she there.
You could still be a gangster, but dang, like you could make something else. You could make regular songs. You know, maybe he's like, oh, I'm never going mainstream and this and this and this, but you could make regular songs, man.
Bro, I had Stunner Girl inside this studio, man. And the people she came with, yeah, homie. They was definitely yeah, they was there. They were definitely some gangsters for sure.
Yeah, the Oakland people, but I'm just saying like you could make songs.
Yeah.
Cause to going off of what you said, those wasn't like songs. It was just nonstop drilling. You could make, even King Von started making songs. Like you could get there. You can get there.
Chicago's different. Well, show is worse. I don't know, bro. I feel like
times 10.
Yes. I feel like the only way it's gonna happen is he's signed to a big label, and then label's gonna take over, and then they're gonna force him to do other things. Other than that, if he stays to where he's at, well, I think he's independent now. If he stays where he's at right now, bro, I can't see it, man. I can't see it.
Yeah, but
all his albums are all the same, bro.
They are, which in the beginning, all Mozzie's albums was the same too. But Mozzie evolved.
Why did Mozzie evolve though?
Before he signed the label, Mozzie evolved.
Mozzie went to jail though.
He been in jail too. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I think that something epiphany has to hit. Yes, at one point in your life, you're gonna be like, bruh, I gotta do something different.
Once you get older,
then maybe that's what it take. If he sees it,
if he makes it that far,
then maybe that's what it's gonna take.
Because that dude is,
maybe that's what it's gonna take. Because there's a lot of those particular rappers who started off and it was like, man, that's all he talk about, and then when you start making like, oh dang, like he's making like songs.
But I feel like this day and age is different, Q, as we see when we go to Florida. When we go to Florida, they made all that drill music.
Yeah.
Either all these people are indicted right now or are not here.
But there wasn't no longevity in a lot of the Florida drill music.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Whole point. That's what, even go to up north. Go to New York, same thing. Drill music, what's happening? Go to Toronto, K Flock right now. K Flocko, same thing.
Yeah,
he's got charged today.
Yeah,
with the RICO. He could be in 20, 30 years.
All right, so if you want to talk about New York, KT was not 505 whatever 504.
Is he? Hold on. I don't think he's from New York.
He is from New York.
He is? 504? Mm-hmm. Okay.
He made different stuff. He ended up making different stuff. Like, I don't know. I just think eventually you have to evolve. Everybody evolves. Eventually you have to evolve. And he could be in a spot where he really feel like I'm not trying to. And that's cool, but it don't really last long. Fulio was hot for a quick little minute with that. And then all of a sudden nobody listened to him no more.
Yeah.
So it's like, eventually people will be like, all right, I'm tired of hearing about this. You know what I'm saying? What's new? And that's when you have to evolve.
100%.
That's when you have to evolve. Right now he hot because of his spitting. He be spitting that stuff. So he hot right now. But then when everything cools off and stuff, and you're like, oh man, that's when you have to evolve.
I hope because like I say, he has a lot of potential, man. And like I said, I love his music. If he can switch up and talk about something more like, I don't want to, and now I'm scared to talk about anything on this podcast, but if he start talking about more, regular stuff, other than drill music, I think he can be a superstar, bro. Something that people can relate to instead of just killing all the time.
I mean, but
I think he'd be a star, bro.
Let's back that up though a little bit. Even if you continuously talk about that particular type of music,
right?
To me, it's the fact of like make it into like an actual song. Example, ESTG. As soon as that Forever roller come on, he can't wait to talk about how he murdered somebody. And that's almost every song. But he made it into like songs.
Yeah.
42 Doug, same thing.
Yeah.
But their songs, they're like, oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? They're songs. Like,
yeah.
So if he just take it, because it, like I said, his stuff just sound like straight continuation of the same song.
100%.
So if he made songs out of it, then he could get away with it.
He can. I was like Glow Gang too. That dude from Chicago. Yeah, man. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But he's out right now. He's out on bond. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens. He got a lot of money. He's popping it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he stays around, and I hope he gets somebody around and push him to the next level for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because he does got talent. Do you think he's the hottest rapper out of West Coast right now?
A part of me, underground, or just period?
Period. Who's hotter than EBK Jaaybo right now?
I mean, I feel like you can't technically give it to him because of Kendrick.
Oh, well, shit, yeah, Kendrick.
But if you take that away, then yeah.
He's under Kendrick.
Yeah. If you take that away, yeah. He's definitely one of the most talked about, most streaming.
Wow.
His stream. Oh man, I didn't for that
Boogeyman.
Nah, it wasn't even Boogeyman. What was it? I think it was the something G's, the one that he made right before the F Everybody. I think that's like at 1.5 million
EBK
views.
Jaaybo. Let's see. Let's see. EBK Jaaybo. I'll pull him up right now. Let's see where he's at. Boogeyman's 105 million streams. Biggest G's is at 2 million. So it's high. Boogeyman's is the biggest one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, still, it's at 2 million.
G. Yeah, that's still good.
That's
8 million. He got one at 8 million. Had enough. Got 8 million. Probably cursed. It's at 8.9. It's almost at 9 million. Yeah, he there. Oops.
Yeah,
yeah, he there
on YouTube. Just YouTube alone, because a lot of people go off of that too. The biggest G got 3.7 million views. 3.7 million views just off the biggest G.
He killing it.
And sad to say, well, not really sad to say. Right now that got more than everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Keep on pushing, bro. Keep your head up, though. Keep your head up. Hey, Kanye.
Before we go to Kanye,
okay.
I want to give like a little segment to the Latin rappers. Just like a little piece to the Latin rappers.
They're killing it right now.
They some of them are nice. Some of them are really, really, really nice. Some of them are really, 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 really nice, especially some of these Texas ones.
Oh, it's my Latin hip hop. Okay,
this the Mexican rappers in hip hop. Their struggle with Chicano rapper and hip hop gangster rapper. I think that is an interesting struggle, and I've seen it with a couple rappers a couple of the rappers that's like young in the game right now, and they talk about how the old heads don't like them. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like that should be something that should be focused on. That should be something that should be talked about a lot.
For the Mexican culture?
Yeah, as far as the Mexican culture is concerned.
I think we kind of touched on it, kind of like
we touched on it,
right?
But I think that more other like platforms should touch on it, because I get where both sides is coming from, and a lot of the old Chicano rappers don't get on podcasts. Yeah. And so you don't really hear their side, but I get their side because they feel like they paved the way for them to be rappers. Right. But those particular rappers didn't listen to really Chicano rappers. They listened to hip hop. They listened to us, black people. Their style isn't Chicano rappers. They're not wearing button downs and
Dickies
and tall socks and all that and Cortezes, and they're not doing that.
Right.
They're dressing like us. You know what I'm saying? Their swag is us. They're saying the N-word. They're doing all this stuff like that. Like, they're hanging around us. A lot of more and more Mexicans is joining black gangs. More and more of the Mexican gangs are adapting more so black culture.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to see it, like it's evolving, and the old heads is feeling like they're losing their tradition.
They are. I interviewed some older rappers.
I feel like that should be talked about a little bit more in detail. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, well, next time you get one on here, that should be.
I had one on here, and he was kind of talking about it a little bit. I got Mr. Shadow on here, and he's an OG Mexican rapper. But funny thing is about it, he don't like to be called a Chicano rapper though.
But see, that he wouldn't count then.
Well, he said he wants to be called a hip hop because he said that you don't call like white people, such trailer. He said trailer park rap.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But Chicano rappers want to be called Chicano rappers. Those particular rappers want to be called those particular rappers.
But he's one of those rappers though. He wears he's represent the Chicano culture. Mr. Little Ones, Mr. Shadow. But he said he don't like to be called that. He likes to be in the genre of rap. You know what I mean? He don't like to be segregated. But I do hear other Chicano rappers saying, But
I think the whole thing of that is hip hop is black culture, and I think the reason why it's separated is because you can't do that and not affiliate with black culture.
Well, I was thinking about this, and I even asked him this, and I said the reason why they call it Chicano rap is because I feel like they bring their culture to
exactly.
rap.
Yeah,
so they got their whole little culture was like a subculture within our culture.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
You know what I mean? So they got the lowriders, they got their own style, all that stuff like that. That's why they call it Chicano. You know what I mean? Because it's that type of rap that they rap like us, but that the way their culture's in subculture within our culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely 100%.
So, but now, like how you're saying, a lot of these rappers are being dressing like how we are dressed because they're more influenced by us.
Yeah, like some of these Stockton rappers that even go back to EBK Jaaybo is talking about. A lot of these dudes aren't black.
Right.
They're I don't know what exactly they are, but they're not black, and they hang around black people and they rap. Like bands ain't black. You know, so it's just like, where do you
OT?
Yeah,
Mexican OT. Oh, Mexican OT is Southern. He got gold teeth. He ran around with the chickens.
Yeah, but we talked about that though.
Right.
Chicano. I think the heritage is way more heavier in California, and has a lot to do with it. But yeah, I just think it's just interesting. And I think that part is just interesting. And I only say that because I seen a little clip of a rapper from Stockton. And matter of fact, it was the little brother of what's the rapper up there that Sway Blue
Money Sign Sway.
Money Sign Sway.
Wow.
Yeah.
His brother?
That's his brother's one that raps, right?
Right.
And he was at Rolling Loud?
No, that's not his brother's the homie.
All right, well that's
Silo, whatever his name is,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling him about. He said he don't like to be called a Chicano rapper because he dressed more hip hop.
He's nice. He's nice, by the way.
You like him?
He evolved. Right. He evolved. There you go. He evolved. Like, but yeah, like that right there. Like I'm embraced in this culture, so therefore don't consider me this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's the one that was like, when the old heads get it through their head, then everything will be better. And I'm just like, for him to say, I'm like, oh wow, okay.
But it's not because even hip hop, we don't even like new age hip hop because hip hop's evolving. We don't like a lot of mumble rap or a lot of shit. You know what I mean? We don't like it. I don't like a lot of the shit that's out right now because I'm used and I grew up on a certain type of hip hop.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads to my next subject.
Go ahead.
Carti, Playboi Carti. Did you listen to his?
I did.
Did you like that?
I didn't.
100%. I don't like it either.
But I can't even be biased though, because I don't even like Playboi Carti like that. I don't really, he had the the Magnolia song was cool, shout out to the Magnolia, but I never listened to him like that, so I can't really say nothing.
But the thing is though, this guy he's charting, he's breaking records right now. He's behind Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So
he's damn near like.
But he has a strong fan base.
Strong, bro.
Yeah, he has a strong fan base, and people like his style, his fashion sense. Besides that thong he was wearing, but like all that, like all his fashion sense, his style, his this and this, all this stuff like that. Even like they had a list of all the girls he dated, which is like crazy,
right?
And then it's like, yeah, like people are hyped over him.
But I was sitting there listening. I was sitting there because he performed that Rolling Loud. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of really dug into him, started listening to him, and see what the hype was about. I get it. He kind of like that. He has that kind of like that Travis Scott style. Like, I think it appeals to more white people.
Yeah.
Like the white hip hop crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
100%. Which is cool. That's his lane.
Right. That's his lane.
Yeah. Kind of gothy.
Right. So I think he's a crossover, and I think it'll appeal to more people because I feel like white people and Mexicans are the biggest supporters. They support hip hop more than anything.
They do. They support it a lot.
Yeah. They consume the music more than we will.
Definitely.
And support it.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So he's like he's a superstar. Like, I feel like there's levels. Like, he's a superstar.
Yeah, he's up there.
You know what I mean? Selling out stadiums.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, like a Travis Scott.
Without people even knowing.
Right.
Without people even knowing.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know Travis Scott was like that.
I knew Travis Scott was like that.
Like, not like that though.
Yeah, I knew he was like that.
I'm talking about like worldwide.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Stadiums.
Yeah, because I seen
like a year ago.
I seen one of his. I can't even remember. He maybe was in like South Africa or something, but I seen like one of his performances, and I was like, bro, like there's got to be like over like 100,000 people in this mother. Like this is crazy,
right?
But that goes back to superstardom. As much as people hate it,
right?
As much as people despise it, they might despise it. There's certain people that is. Maybe had been, because I'm gonna name one person that's on that short list. Drake, 1,000%, 100,000,000%. He sold out an arena in Australia.
Did you? I'm gonna stop. Did you see that list of Drake? The last 10 years, he was the highest grossing stream sales. Last 10 years.
Yeah, and you think this one little incident gonna stop that? No, man. Get out of here.
The last 10 years.
10 years.
He's been the highest the last 10 years.
The last 10 years, yes. Kendrick can get that.
Yeah.
He can, but Kendrick don't put out music consistently. You know, that's his thing. He on Dr. Dre time. You know what I'm saying?
You think Kendrick can cross over to like more of the the Drakes?
Oh, he could if he wanted to.
What would he think? What do you think? What would it take? You think?
I hate this because somebody had made a point that was like Drake could be Drake and make Kendrick songs, but Kendrick can't be Kendrick and make Drake songs. And I hate that. I hate that. I hate that comparison. But then I'm like, dog, he had that loyalty with Rihanna.
Right.
He had with the Janet Jackson sample. Mm-hmm. Like he had those type of songs where he could do it. He had them. You know what I'm saying? So like he can do it. It's just can he consistently do it? Does he want to do it like
right,
that?
I was about to say that. It seems like he don't want to go that route.
He don't. And then you have other people, and I'm about to say a name, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, no man. But if you check his history before legal troubles, NBA Youngboy.
Superstar?
NBA Youngboy was a superstar. NBA Youngboy sold out everything.
In America though. He couldn't go nowhere else. Legal troubles, nigga fight murder cases and stuff. But I guarantee just off the simple fact of if you look at other people, like if you look at like YouTube and you do like you just go on like I like to like I go down rabbit holes of like a bunch of stuff. He has a big fan base in other areas. And I'm just going off of like strictly that. How like Lil Baby got a fan base in London and stuff like that. They love NBA Youngboy. Over across seas?
Yeah.
I know America. Yeah. I know like the younger generation love him.
And I used to be one of the ones to be like, bro, I don't know why. Like, what is this? Why he has this cult following that's so hard? Like, they love this dude. Man, he if it wasn't for legal issues, he could be one of those ones. Just off of like streaming alone, because he ran streaming for the longest. They had a stat. It was a couple years ago. He was above Drake.
NBA Youngboy in
streaming. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Like he really was that guy like that, which is crazy. But yeah. So when you get to like all that, like Playboi Carti. I guess welcome to the party, I guess.
Bro, he's killing it right now. I listened to it. I listened to the whole album. You know, it ain't for me, but I can see why other people like it. And it's cool though. When I was watching Rolling Loud, I did see how it's more like that, like you said, the gothic, you know, that mosh pit.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And they was going crazy. And it was dope to see that though at Rolling Loud, man. Like I said, it ain't for me, but I enjoy it. I enjoy watching, you know, people enjoying music. You know what I mean? And they was killing it. It has another. I follow somebody else off of Instagram. I forgot their name, but they're from Atlanta. But they had that same like type of vibe at Rolling Loud, man. And they was, bro, they had motherfuckers going nuts. Excuse me for cussing. They had people going nuts. Like people was like in the crowd. I gotta find it. I gotta pull this up. Let me pull it up. It's on Rolling Loud. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Instagram. Rolling Loud. So y'all can see, man, what I'm talking about. Rolling. Did you enjoy any of those performances? Did you watch Rolling Loud?
Some of them. Yeah, I did. Some of them. But before I get to that, yeah, it says in 2023, NBA YoungBoy was the most streamed hip hop artist and the second most streamed artist overall.
Damn. Yeah, he was killing it, man. I know he was crazy, but I didn't know he was like that though.
Right. Ridiculous, bruh. But back to Rolling Loud. I like some of it. I was entertained by G3.
G3?
I'm like, bro, where did all this gangster lyrics come from? Then he came, man, y'all don't know my life. I was like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Hey, all right, Playboi, all right.
Even where he carries himself, I'm like, man, I don't think he's from that type of life. But what is what it is? It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
I'm trying to find this group, man. I can't remember their name, but I kind of got put them on them from Rolling Loud. But there was kind of like that gothic too, that gothic rap. But they had the people. Look at all these people, man. Let me pull it up. Share a screen for y'all. Y'all can see. I'm trying to find this. They had people going crazy. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's not it. But yeah, we got a comment too. Let's see what the comment is. Oh, that's
a bot.
That's a bot. But yeah, but Rolling Loud was cool, man. I did like. I'm trying to find it up. YG, I like YG performance as well.
Yeah,
you know, YG did a pretty dope performance. His shit was more like a movie though. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed like he was trying to get a message out. You know, I feel like he's trying to. I don't want to say copy Kendrick, but you know,
with the fake Donald Trump.
Yeah. ASAP Rocky was pretty dope. I enjoyed his performance. Came out in a helicopter, but there's a lot, man. I know they posted this so much.
Yeah, they posted a lot.
Dang, that's crazy. I'm scrolling through.
But yeah, they had some great stuff.
Yeah, some cool stuff, man. I want to go there one day, man. I never been to Rolling Loud, but for sure.
I think it's funny that the artists, the switch up on artists, because they do the one in LA and then they do the one in Miami, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the switch up on artists between the LA and Miami one is kind of.
Well, it seems like I want to talk about too is how hip hop is going. I feel like hip hop is kind of dying a little bit, and it's crossing over to more that the Travis Scotts and the Carti, the Playboi Cardis, and more of like the traditional stuff is not really selling as much as it used to.
They're modern rock stars. That's all it is. Hip hop rock stars.
Because I was watching, I was looking at some numbers. Look at the pits. Look at this. I was looking at numbers. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of stuff went down. Yeah, man, it was cool though. I enjoyed it. I watch everything.
Yeah.
Man, let's get on Kanye, bro. Let's talk about your boy Kanye, man.
Let's talk about Kanye.
What's up with Kanye? I'm a little concerned, bro. I'm a little concerned.
I don't know if I should be concerned or not. Because then when you look back, a lot of times people be like, well, Kanye was right. Or, I don't know. Because they're like, is he right? Is he wrong?
He's saying a lot of things, bro.
He's saying a lot of things. His rants.
And I think the rants are, he's not in the right state of mind. He's talking about Jay-Z. He's talking about Beyonce. He's talking about the kids. You see what he heard about his kid? You about the kids?
I heard about the kids. The Jay-Z and Beyonce thing. He been had that on his mind. How he don't show up. He been had that on his mind.
But he can say about the kids, bro.
Yeah,
that's something I can never be your friend again. Like, there's nothing we can talk about after that. Nothing. He called the kids the R word.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, bro. We can't talk about anything after that. He's talked about John Legend.
Mm-hmm.
He said John Legend stopped being his friend because he supported Trump, and he said after that he helped John Legend out a lot, and they were really close. So he's hurt after that. Who else did he talk about? Talked about Kim Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Kardashian said that he came to pick up the kids, and he was with what's his name? What's the guy though? I can't even think of his name. But hold on, I wrote it down. What's old boy name? The Tate brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the Tate brothers with him. So she cut him from that. What else did he say? What else did I got a whole list of stuff that he said, man. But he also said that he's hurting right now, and he was heartbroken, and he said that he felt like a lot of people betrayed him. He's a lot, and he gave a whole list of people that he thinks that
he did give a whole list of people, and I'm just like, are you copying Drake's story?
So he said that Virgil betrayed him, John Legend, Kim.
Virgil's dead now, so don't even.
Yeah, I don't know why he said that. Big Sean betrayed him, Jay-Z, Ty. He put Dirk on the list, Common. He put Cudi. He put Pusha T. He put Don C. He put Amber, the Kardashians, Adidas. These are all the people he said it. Balenciaga. He said his own kids and his own family betrayed him, and the black community. And he said, of course, the Jews. Now, are you thinking there's something wrong with Kanye, or you think he's just, doing something just to get attention?
He always wanted attention, but that's always been his thing. He's always wanted attention.
I think something wrong with him, bro.
It could be both, but he just always wanted attention. If you just look at the past, like just how he always been, he's always wanted attention. Even when Dame was talking about when he signed with Rockefeller and was like, yeah, you make beats, and he was like, I want to rap. It's like he didn't want to just be behind the scenes. He just always wanted attention.
Right.
What did half of those people do to him? A lot of them did stop messing with him because of his political views and his outbursts. He just had an album with Ty.
Yep.
And Ty stopped working with him that fast.
Jim Jones. I
don't think. Yeah.
I feel like when you have a problem with everybody, it has to be something wrong with you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You got a problem with everybody, bro.
Kinda. Or everybody you feel like everybody teamed up against you.
I mean, but at the same time, you're such a superstar and got so many yes men around you. You think that he don't have anybody to keep him grounded?
Oh, well, we seen what happened when somebody tried to keep him grounded. Didn't he?
Get rid of him.
He gets rid of you. He yells at you. He degrades you. What's oh boy? Dang, he fell off bad too. From Chicago, that used to wear the 3 on his head.
Oh, Kid Cudi.
No, not Kid Cudi.
You talking about?
That was signed under him. He used to wear the 3 on his hat. You don't want to me. There'll be some dreadhead in the lobby. What? You don't want no problems with me. That dude.
Yeah. Chance the Rapper.
Wow, he fell off.
Yeah. He fell off.
But anyway, you seen the old video of him when he was like I do this. He dog. He made him look so bad and like he does that kind of stuff, so it's kind of like he don't want to be told nothing either. So it's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
All right. So people just gonna keep their distance, but they have to, like, people feel like, look, I will smack you. So let me just keep my distance from him. Sometimes that's the best way to be.
I do feel like there's something going on with him, and I think he's in a dark place for sure. And and I think he's on the bottom right now. I think he's on the bottom.
Probably so. He might miss his mom. Huh? Who knows? But as a grown man, there's certain ways that you should act. There's certain ways that you should go about yourself. You feel like all these people betray you because they don't like how you carry yourself. You put the black community on there because you sat there with a Make America Great Again hat.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Knowing how black people felt about
at that time.
At that particular time, knowing how black people felt about Trump. You did that.
Yeah.
Now, the reason for you doing that makes sense to me because you was trying to get Larry Hoover pardoned and all the other stuff that you was trying to accomplish. Cool, but it's just your antics. People just, they had enough. Enough is enough. 100%. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that he really needs to get through his head is something my dad always tell me. People don't care about you.
No.
People don't care about you, what you going through or nothing. So stop thinking people just have to care about the things that you got going on with yourself. Like, and find your self-love and put that into yourself, man, because people do not care like
and that's
at all.
I think that's what he misses. I think that's where he's missing the mark at too, because he wears his accomplishments, and he think that, you know, from his accomplishments that you got to treat him a certain way. You know, which he want to be treated like Jesus, right, off of some of the things that he did, which he did a lot. He changed the shoe game. Now Nike's coming out with these weird Yeezy looking shoes. Music. He's a genius. He influenced a lot. And you could get your flowers off of that. But people ain't going, especially in the music industry, how things is right now. Music, just like how Anthony Mackie was talking about black actors, it's here today, gone tomorrow. Absolutely. Like people don't care. Stop making it seem like, you know, so stop pretending or stop trying to get these certain flowers out of people because they really don't care. Absolutely. 1,000%. 1,000%. But that's everything in life too. It's everything in life. Everything in life. And I advise people to go back and listen to that Anthony Mackie interview, because that interview. But Kanye's dope, man. Some of my favorite interviews was Kanye interviews. Some of my favorite interviews, for sure. Truthfully, yeah, definitely like some good interviews. But did you hear the Anthony Mackie interview? Anthony Mack? Yeah, Anthony Mackie. Okay. You know what that is? All right. Black Captain America using the Falcon. Oh, that one, yes, I did. I seen that interview. All right. Yes. When he was talking about the kids. About the kids, how he raises kids. Yeah. And he got a little. I didn't know that was his name. A little pushback on that. Like, oh, you did? Yeah. Why? I mean, it was stupid. To me, it was stupid because he was saying he raises kids like men. Like men. Right. Masculinity is dead. And I think that rubbed some people. I don't understand that. Some people the wrong way. I don't understand that. I don't understand it either. He didn't say anything disrespectful. He nothing at all. He said he raises men like men, take care. Nothing at all. I didn't understand that. He didn't say nothing disrespectful at all. And it rubbed some people the wrong way. So now you can't even raise your people to be well-rounded human beings. Right. That's crazy, bro. And you know what's crazy? Everything he was saying, they proved him right. They proved him exactly. Yeah, they proved him right. That's what he said. Masculinity is dead, and people don't want. They trying to demasculinize the men. And a lot of them. Oh, they're trying to. Yeah, all the time. Prove them right all the time. Man, come on now. Because he didn't say, "Hey, man, this is." He said, I raised my kids the way I want them to be raised. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't say anything disrespectful to anybody else. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sir. Yo, man. No, ma'am. Respectful. No, sir. Thank you. Respectful. He said, when I leave the house, I got a 15, 16-year-old. I want him to take care of I teach him to take care of the house and to be a man. And he said he think masculinity is dead in America. And everybody, so people got upset about that and try to cancel him. That's wild, bro. Oh, you can't cancel the Black Captain America. That's why. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder if that's going to affect his career at all. I wonder if that's going to, you know. I don't think it'll affect his career. I mean, he got that Disney money, but I don't think it's going to affect his career. But he did make a good point. Again, what they here today, gone tomorrow. When he came in the game, he was talking about, do you want to be what he said? He said, do you want to have an acting career or do you want to be a superstar? He said he has an acting career. He played this character, and he said there was like generations of actors that came and gone. And he named like all the different, when he came to the game, it was this rapper, this actor. Hollywood used him, didn't need him anymore, booed him out. Right. Then this part of his career, there was another 3 or 4 black actors. Use them,
boot him out. And he just kept going. I'm like, dang, you really didn't hear nothing out of these dudes. All the Mekhi Phifer's and all the, like, they had a nice little stint, and then Hollywood's like, oh yeah,
Black actors. So
yeah, he was just talking about black actors.
Yep, you're right.
Like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah. Oh, Mekhi Phifer, yeah, let's get, and then boom, gone. Like, there was a certain age gap of what they wanted him for, gone. And this is like, dang,
That is true.
that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
One thing that he did say that I kind of didn't agree with. He was saying, I'm trying to quote him right. He said that to be successful, it's not about hard work, it's about luck, or something like that. Did you hear that?
look, I heard that. It was something on the lines of that. It do.
I don't believe that.
In his field, maybe it do take a little luck, maybe. You know, but because there's a lot of actors that claim they work hard.
I mean, I agree with I agree with some of that he's saying. I think you got to work hard to get in position. But yes, because he was saying that I kind of agree with this. He was saying that other people give you the shot. You know what I mean? So you got to get lucky to get chosen by somebody to get that shot.
It's like a lottery draw. Because for one character, there may be like 300, 400, 500 to 1,000 people trying to get that job for that one character.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like lottery. So it is a little luck.
It's a little luck, but I don't think you got. I think you got to work hard to be in position to get there, to get lucky.
Yes. Because I was going to say, me and you could just walk up to an audition for a character right now. We don't really need luck to get there. We need luck to be chosen. They have open auditions all the time.
Right. But you got to work hard at your craft, I feel, to be good.
Yes.
To be
that
seasoned.
Part you do have to work. You have to work.
It seems like a football player too. Some like even football players, like even MMA. That was my field. MMA. John Jones. He's like one of the best in the world, but he don't work hard to. I guess I'm proving myself wrong.
I know you are. I'm about to say, because even with football, I was like, that's the draft. Like we have to work hard. You know what I'm saying? So nah.
Interesting.
But maybe I hope he was just talking his field, because that's the only part that would make sense. Everything else, you do have to work hard. You have to be the hardest working person to get there.
For sure.
But acting, you literally go to the audition and you get picked.
It's about who you know.
Oh,
I feel like most things who you know.
Yeah.
It's about who you know for sure. So I feel like you got to put some work in, like I said. But yeah, he's kind of right. He's kind of right.
Little bit.
I can see his perspective on it for sure. Yellow Beezy with capital murder, man. MO3 announced today after 20 years 2020.
Yeah.
MO3 got mowed down. Did you see that video of him get murdered on the freeway?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So they was having a shootout on the freeway. He stopped his car. Old boy on the freeway in Dallas ran up to the car and dumping. Bop, 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 and left on the freeway, bro. That's crazy. And I guess Yellow Beezy, he was connected to it. Now he's facing a capital murder. Capital murder, bro? That's huge. That's electric chair.
You want to know what's crazy about that?
That's death penalty.
You know what hood Yellow Beezy from? Rolling 60s.
Whoa. Whoa. You from the 60s? He's from the 60s?
Yellow Beezy from 60s.
Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if this is all connected.
No, don't say that. You got to bleep that part out.
Please. Wow. Yellow Beezy from the 60s? Interesting.
Yep.
He's from Rolling 60s. Wow. That's interesting. Bro, it's like, because if you really think about it, it's happening all at the same time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
details will unfold.
And
we don't know too much about it.
And you see, they trying to connect they kind of connected with Lil Durk too. didn't even talk about that. But did you see that?
No.
Oh, you did.
What you talking about? What? They connected that with Lil Durk too?
No, not that part. I'm about to.
Oh no, man. Oh no. Fill me in, bro. Fill me in. Holy moly. Newsflash. Breaking news.
So they're connecting incidents with Bricc Baby to the murder for hire for
Okay.
Durk.
That was Durk?
That was Lil Durk, yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was in Indiana, they were saying.
Lil Durk.
Where Bricc Baby.
Yeah. They're connecting all that together. They're trying to connect it all together.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think that was from the podcast though.
It could be, but
I was talking about that on the podcast.
But I remember, and this is all from podcasting too. When Durk comes to LA, he's with 60s. So that's like his, when he come to LA, he's with 60s. Meek too. Meek Mills too.
Oh my God. And Bricc Baby was talking a lot about that because, yeah, he was talking a lot about Lil Durk. And I remember Academics was kind of grilling him on it, and he knew a lot. Man, I ain't gonna talk too much.
Yeah, don't say nothing down. That's crazy, huh?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but yeah, they trying to pin everything. They trying to cross connect everything. Every little thing they trying to cross connect.
Bro, all the rappers are gonna be in jail for RICOs.
If Young Thug beat his, then I think that everybody else. Hey, there's
Y'all
hope.
better get y'all lawyer money. Yeah,
There's hope. Everybody else could beat theirs. There's hope.
Yeah,
they on a mission. They said we're gonna make an example out of one. We gotta get one.
Bro, everybody's in jail for RICOs, man. That's crazy. But hell yeah, man. That's all I got on my list, bro. You want to add anything before we head out of here?
Yeah, back to
Teyana Taylor.
Oh, let's go to Teyana Taylor.
So Teyana Taylor. This is what last thing I have on my list. Teyana Taylor. So we talked about Teyana Taylor last week, and we were saying about divorce, and she was getting all this from divorce. She got a Maybach. She got $8,000 a month for alimony or something like that. She got all her cars, like 4 cars, all this stuff, and we was like, dang, man, like trying to figure out like why did she get all these things? Mm-hmm. Did you hear about all that stuff she bought? Mm-hmm. She bought all this stuff.
But I told you last week she had her own money. She had her own motion.
And she was saying like he crashed a lot of her cars and didn't replace them. She had to buy everything.
Yeah. Well, also another thing that I had to do a little research and digging on is, it was literally split in half.
It was split in half.
Yeah, everything was split in half. So he got his share of everything. He didn't make it public, but he got his share of everything too. So everything was split in half.
But it's crazy because she's trying to sue him now because she said that she didn't, bro. She said that she wants to get her back blown out in peace.
I see that part. Wow.
She says she's upset because he leaked all this information out. She didn't want any of this to be leaked out because she wants to get her back blown out in peace. And she's upset that she can't get her back blown out in peace right now because he leaked all this personal information out to the press.
Hey.
And she's upset and she wants to sue him because he leaked all this, and nobody would have known about any of this if he didn't leak it, and he leaked it on purpose. And she said, like how you said, everything she bought all this.
Yeah. And
pretty much sounded like she was taking care of him. That's why she kind of made it seem like to me. That's what I kind of took from it.
Technically, network wise, he's worth more. But like I said, like when you was trying to say, no, man, no. Teyana Taylor been around. She been had money.
But I feel like that's NBA money. I think that's a different type of money.
No, it is a different type of money.
But it sounds like he blew it all. That's what it sounds like how she was kind of made it.
He probably did.
How she was kind of like, when I was listening to it, it sounded like she was trying to print it like he blew it all, and she kind of had to, give him a lot of resources and the connections that she had already. You know what I mean? So,
but I'm trying to see. You probably know this before I look it up. Why was she so popular young? Who's her people?
I mean, that's what I was saying about the last show, I felt like she wasn't like, she's not known for really nothing.
But she had money young though. Like, so who is? I want to say a name, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's why I'm looking it up.
Because that was my argument. I was like, what is she known for? Like, what is?
Because she was on Sweet 16, rich already.
Like when you think about Teyana Taylor, I don't even know what I know her for. Like, what is she's popular for? Just being a hot chick?
No, man.
She was looking up right now.
I'm looking it up because it has to be like.
I don't know, bro.
Because I want to say, I don't think it's that. Because I want to say like a music producer or somebody. Because I want to say L.A. Reid for some reason, but somebody is her family.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's hot. She's hot for some reason. I know she's featured in a couple movies and stuff like that, but no huge roles. So she's not like a huge movie star. She was signed to Kanye, but a lot of the music didn't drop because she said that Kanye didn't drop a lot of her music.
Her dad is what used to be a professional basketball player, Tito Smith, and father, her mom, Nikki Taylor. They grew up in Harlem.
Yeah, bro. Video vixen. I don't know.
Nah, I had. I'm gonna find out.
You'll find out. But hell yeah, man. Anything you want to add out of here before we head out of here, bro?
Now I'm stuck on this Teyana Taylor thing, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
It was something like her. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, because like even on Sweet 16, she had like a $300,000 bracelet that was bought for her. She had one of the craziest Sweet 16 parties on MTV Sweet 16. She had like one of the craziest parties, and like it was like over like a couple $1 million for her party.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I knew she already had like she already had money, but I can't remember because it was some about her. Because she's the one who had like all the rappers there. Yeah. It was like it was her goddad or uncle or somebody was a famous Def Jam music producer or something like that. But anyway,
that's crazy.
The only thing that back to the internet stuff, you gotta look out for that. Swamp Stories, like they've been posting some kind of iffy stuff about murder rate debate. I think people just need to just just leave certain information alone right now.
Right.
I know that they've been comparing like Oakland, like Richmond, Oakland, San Francisco to LA, and like pretty much the same stuff that kind of how a lot of people feel like you talking about doing all this drilling and sliding, but if the murder rate in your city don't reflect that, then why are you rapping about it? And that he just been posting like some stuff, and there's been like a little debate going on. And of course, dumb people in the comments. Well, yesterday on my street, they had 3 people who just got shot, and this, and it's like, I don't think this is the smartest time, the right time for people to be talking like all this stuff like that. So yeah, just be careful about what you say online right now.
Bro, for the rest, because they're locking everybody up. All these rappers are gonna be locked up. All the top rappers are gonna be locked up. That's crazy, man. Thanks to all of them, but
Yeah, man, you just be careful. That's it.
Yeah, they chew me out for not asking these questions. That's what people want, man. People want the controversial stuff.
People want the controversial. They want the hard questions. I understand that though.
But I
understand wanting the hard, like, you know what I'm saying. It's funny because I watch like the podcast about even the sports player Jeff Teague's podcast with Jeff Teague, the NBA player. Yeah, his stuff is hilarious but he talks about like all the like gang affiliation and all the stuff that some of these basketball players have, like Derrick Rose from GDs or BD, whatever he's from, and like they used to get into fights after the games when they go to the club and all that stuff. It's like you could go down off of anything, and it's all entertaining though. Like hearing this stuff is like, dang, like that's crazy. Like a lot of these old basketball players used to be wilding. Like they used to really be gang banging and all this. Kevin Garnett, yeah, like they really, you know, blah 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 blah. But when you get to like certain stuff, then you start feeling like, okay, like,
hell yeah,
you just got to be careful.
Mind your business. Keep your business out of the public, man. off the airways, off the podcast, man. You know, incriminating yourself, telling on yourself.
Definitely.
Loose Cannon, Bricc Baby, Big U. You know what I'm saying? Well, Big U didn't. I don't think he still talked too much, but yeah, whatever.
He didn't.
But whatever it is, man. Hey, man. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. This is episode number 5 or 6, whatever episode it is, man. We appreciate you guys for kicking in with us.
We don't even advertise it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we did pretty good, man.
Yeah, man. Love it.
Hell yeah. It's Big Hendo, man. We got my boy Q in the building.
Yes. Every Thursday. Check us out.
Check us out, man. We'll see you guys on next week. We out, baby.
Peace.